That ring. That was my mother's ring. My mother was buried wearing that ring 2 years ago. She was buried with it. I saw it on her hand in the casket. So why is it on your finger?
Oh, Mrs. Sandra. Thank goodness you're here. This ring was a gift. From your father. He insisted. You know how much he adores me. You must be so tired from the trip. Don't you worry about a single thing. I take care of everything here now. Medications, documents, the bank. Your father doesn't need to worry about anything anymore. I'm his hands and his eyes now.
Documents? The bank? I hired you to take care of my father's health. Nothing else. Who authorized you to touch his money? His papers? Who gave you the right?
Oh, Mrs. Sandra. You live so far away, don't you? Somebody had to handle things. He always says I'm the daughter who's actually here. No offense, of course. Shh. You can't strain yourself, remember? Doctor's orders. Let me do the talking for us. She's cared for him 8 months. Bathed him. Slept here. Things you couldn't do all the way over there. Surely he'd give her a small gift.
I need a moment.
Stop it, Sandra. The girls cared for him 8 months, bathed him, things you didn't do. She deserves a gift. He probably did give her the ring, but that ring was with Mom. I saw it. I kissed her hand in the casket. For it to be on that woman's finger, someone took it off my mother's hand, or they never let her keep it at all.
Girl, come here. You're Arthur's daughter, aren't you? Yes. Do you know my father? I'm in the bed next to his. 2 weeks now. That curtain hides the view, sweetheart, but it doesn't hide the sound. Last night, that nurse thought your father was asleep. She got on the phone right beside my curtain, and child, I heard every word she said. She was talking to someone, sweet as sugar, and this is what she said.
Relax, baby. The old man signs the power of attorney tomorrow. I already mixed the sedative into his juice. He'll sign without even knowing what it is. The daughter lives far away, and she's eaten up with guilt. And guilt never suspects anything. It just says, thank you.
Run, child, run. She said the man from the notary's office is coming this afternoon. He's here. Oh God, he's already here. Take that pen out of my father's hand, now!
Mrs. Sandra! What a fright! It's just some insurance paperwork. You're overrilled. Let me explain it to you out in the hall.
Insurance paperwork is what you mixed into his juice yesterday, Kelly. The sedative. So he'd sign a power of attorney without even knowing what it was. I know everything. The curtain hides the view, Missy, but it doesn't hide the sound. I heard all of it. And to your bad luck, an old woman's memory is leak for the names of medicines, but it's very sharp for wickedness.
I never gave her any ring. She took it from the drawer in my room. The ring I kept when the funeral home returned my wife's jewelry. I saw her take it. And she told me that if I ever opened my mouth, the next dose of my medicine would come wrong.
You can stay right there, Kelly. The police are already on their way up. And that ring, you're going to take it off your finger and give it back. Back to the memory of the woman it never should have left. My mother. What are you smiling about? It's over. You've lost.
You really think I'm in this alone? Ask your father who recommended me for this job. Go on. Ask him who sent me here.
Sandra almost let her get away with it. Not because she was foolish, because she was guilty. And guilt, it turns out, is the easiest thing in the world to weaponize. Kelly had it all figured out. Pick a family with money and a dying parent. Find the child who lives far away, the one drowning in guilt for not being there. Then use that guilt like a leash. Every time Sandra got close to the truth, Kelly pulled the same string. You live so far away. Someone had to step in. He says, I'm the daughter who's actually here. And it worked for a while because it was aimed at the exact place it hurt. But Kelly made one mistake. She talked out loud next to a thin blue curtain, and behind it was an old woman who missed nothing. Dorothy had been in that next bed for 2 weeks. She couldn't see through the curtain, but she heard the phone call. She heard Kelly brag about the sedative in the juice. She heard her laugh about a guilty daughter who'd never suspect a thing. And when Sandra walked into that corridor falling apart, Dorothy grabbed her arm and handed her the truth, along with a deadline. The notary was coming that afternoon. The scheme was almost elegant. Drug the old man just enough to make him docile. Slide a power of attorney under his shaking hand. Once Kelly controlled the accounts, she'd drain them dry and vanish before anyone 3 states away noticed a thing. The ring was just a bonus. She'd stolen it from a drawer, the ring Arthur kept when the funeral home returned his dead wife's jewelry, and she wore it in front of his face because part of the cruelty was making sure he saw it and stayed silent. And he did stay silent, because Kelly told him the truth in the plainest terms a sick man can understand. Open your mouth and the next dose comes wrong. That's not theft anymore. That's a threat to kill a man in a hospital bed and call it a medication error. Sandra got there in time. The pen never touched the paper. The police were already climbing the stairs. Kelly was finished. The ring was going back where it belonged. And for one clean second, it looked like the story was over. Then Kelly smiled, because Kelly was never the beginning of this. Someone chose her. Someone who knew exactly which nurse to call. Someone who knew Arthur had money and Sandra had guilt, and the distance between them was wide enough to hide a crime. Someone Arthur trusted. Someone who recommended Kelly for the job and then waited patiently for a share of what she stole. Kelly wasn't the wolf. She was the knife. And the hand that picked her up was already inside the family. So ask yourself something. Before you decide, the danger to the people you love always comes from strangers. The person who recommends the caregiver. The relative who's suddenly so helpful with the money. The one who knows exactly how far away you live and exactly how guilty you feel about it. What if the most dangerous person in this story never once showed their face? And what would it take for you to find out who, in your own family, has been waiting for a moment just like this one?